Australia makes massive move against Muslims. Trump was right. The left here in the United States tries to shout anyone down who wants to vet who we bring into this country. We are sick of it, and apparently so is Australia's Prime Minister, Malcolm Turnbull. In a shocking but pleasing twist, Turnbull recently buckled down on the way you get your citizenship in Australia. The key point is you need to show that your values reflect the values that the Australian people hold dear. According to SBS News, there will be overall tighter requirements for new applicants, especially for Muslims suspected of following Sharia law. Hallelujah. One of the first steps you need to take to make it into the country is to pass a tougher citizenship test. The test originally had 20 questions. Now there are going to be more questions added to the test. They are going to be included reading, writing, listening, and moral components. Turnbull said that he is doing this in an attempt to not just strengthen the multicultural aspect of Australia, but to also strengthen the values that they hold as a country. He went on to say that he would never ask potential citizens to abandon their heritage on their culture, or their background. But they need to understand how people treat one another in Australia. They will not settle for people who are okay with domestic violence or hold radical beliefs. It is also going to be required that the person interested has a 4-year permanent residence in Australia. They cannot just show up, claim that they want to live there, and that is the end of it. In other words, they have standards. Well, let's hope they keep it up. If a potential applicant takes the test and fails it twice, they are going to have to wait another 2 years before they can try again. When they fail a citizenship test, obviously there is something that qualifies them as not being able to function within a normal, healthy society. The Democrats of our country could stand to learn a thing or two from Turnbull's move. In our country, the left embraced dangerous ideology. We have people in our streets shouting that we need to follow Sharia law. When we try to stand up to the people in our country who want to bring dangerous refugees here, we are called racists, bigots, Islamophobes, and so on and so forth. But Australia has set a new standard that we should look at very carefully. There is a lot that we can learn from their new setup. We are just waiting for the left to start yelling that the entire country of Australia is, quote, racist. It would not surprise us if the left tried to take this approach. They have already shown that they will actively attack anyone who thinks differently than they do. A message is being sent through the world that we are not going to settle for this irrational behavior and that we are no longer willing to let refugees come here unchecked. Our guess is the crime rate in Australia is going to drop immensely due to this move. They are going to end up happier, safer, and better off than they were before, thanks to this new, stricter system. We need to adopt something similar as soon as possible. I totally agree. I totally agree. Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.